Welcome to GCCars. My name is Eric, and today we are going for a night POV test drive in this 2022 Honda Passport Trailsport. And in this night POV test drive, we are going to do quite a few things. But before we do that, why don't we take a quick look at the exterior of this Passport Trailsport. It's in Sonic Gray, which I think is actually a really nice color. And as you can see, we just have fresh snow, so it might be quite interesting today. We will test those headlights and the high beams and the automatic high beams, see how well they react. And as always, we're also going for an emergency braking test, and especially that will be interesting in these conditions. We will see how well it breaks down and slows down when the slippery, when the roads are slippery. And yeah, other than that, if you want to hear all my thoughts on this 2022 Honda Passport, taking the top right-hand corner, full review. We'll talk about the interior, the exterior. Of course, we're going to drive a plane, and we're going to compare it to the competition that we've already driven. With that being said, let's go hop back inside into the warm cabin and up our shoes from the snow. Okay, let's see. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, heat on 23 Celsius. And I would say, putting that down just for noise, turning this off, leaving one light on just so you can see a little more. And let's go driving. These are our cameras, by the way. Not the best cameras, but they're totally adequate. And make sure that you see where you're going. All right. No problem with traction, just a little bit of slip, but nothing to worry about. So high beams are very easy to turn on. The automatic high beams, you just use a left stalk and pull it towards you once. So once these cars are gone, and automatic high beams are enabled. I've had them enabled on the way here, and they never turned on by themselves. So we will see how much they will actually activate now. I'm curious to see them work by themselves. Other than that, I'm just going to occasionally chime in so you can actually hear and see how it is to drive this Passport out of the first person. Not giving me any high beams yet. Still not. Just switch it. This manual, just flipped it around once just to see if that makes a difference. We'll see. We're going to turn off here on the right just in a second. And that should be a little empty of that road, so we'll see if it actually turns them on, like ever. I mean, it's not like we need them here. It is bright enough. But, I mean, it would be kind of nice when there's no traffic ahead, right? Just have maximum illumination. Okay, come on, you gotta turn on here. Nope. Nothing? Alright, that's manually, just so you can actually see them once. There you go. Halogen high beams. Off, on, off, on. Good illumination. And I like the warmer light from the halogens. Weird that they don't turn on by themselves. Anyhow, braking test, 60 kilometers an hour, 37 miles an hour. Ugh. Whew. All right. I love when the light flickers when we turn on when the engine turns back on. Two things. I don't like the engine turning off after an emergency braking test. If I emergency brake, I want to be able to go as quickly as possible. But I'll be honest, I don't recall how other cars did it. I just noticed this now. Secondly, it struggled a little bit because of the conditions and probably some snow in our tire tread and weather, so otherwise, totally adequate. Turn off these lights for a bit, and I'll be quiet, and you can just enjoy and see if these high beams will ever turn on. Actually, screw it, I'm doing a bad alley. Actually, I'm wondering if the sensor's blocked from snow and kind of mud in the front. Maybe the sensor's blocked, and that's why it's not doing it. Yeah, the halogen lights, they don't give you just as good as good illumination as LED high beams, but they're just so much easier on the eyes. It's really quite noticeable when you have a car that has LED headlights and halogen high beams, just like how much nicer the warm light is from the high beams. That was nice of them. It was the awkward situation of who goes first. But I mean, like, I wasn't turning, so probably the right decision. Anywho, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the end of our night POV test drive. I'm a bit unfortunate that the high beams never turned on by themselves. Like I said, though, that might just be the sensor being blocked by a bit of mud and snow. Other than that, I think this Honda Passport performed fairly well. And if you want to hear all my thoughts, like I said, right now on your screen, you find the full review. And if you enjoyed the video, hey, why not consider subscribing, because we upload reviews and POV test drives every single week about all sorts of cars. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked it, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.